Welcome to episode 2 of Building with Sand. This is Faltikstan here. Today's episode, as I stated in the last episode, is it's time to build a grocery store. And as a special treat today, we actually have sound, in-game sound that is. You'll be able to hear what I'm doing. I didn't catch it last time, but I was talking so much it didn't really matter. So, well, we have it. I did a little prep work. I just laid out, you know, where this is gonna go, and I also moved my temporary construction tent over here, and got some materials prepped. So, well, should be able to build this, at least the whole outside. I don't know about the inside, in one go. And we'll see. So just like all the other buildings, this is just going to be mainly sandstone. The inside is going to be a lot more than just sandstone, at least. But the outside is going to be pretty plain, I guess. Just a little bit of alternating in this smooth sandstone along with regular sandstone and all the way around. So it's really it's gonna be pretty simple, at least this part. There's a lot more to go into it once we actually get into making it a grocery store versus just building this building. So today, what is today? Today is December, what is today? December 16th, Sunday. I'm doing this really early in the morning. Yeah, so I'm definitely a night owl, and I do a lot of, I pretty much do all my work in the middle of the night. On pretty much anything I do. I kind of got a backwards schedule going on. I like sleep until noon, and then I stay up until usually about 2 or 3, or sometimes later than that. I don't know. Ever since I got out of the army, I like being able to sleep in consistently. Having really good sleep is really important to me, and I'm just one of those people who need, like, I don't know. I need about 10 hours of sleep, not at least minimum of 9. Any less than that doesn't feel good to me. I'm not exactly sure if this the original pattern I was doing was just smooth stone all around, but I like the way it looked more with alternating. So I'm kind of hoping that if I alternate it on this side, whoops, well, we're gonna have an issue. How should I do this? There's gonna be a door. Let's go like this. There we go. Just a little bit of symmetry. So yeah, on the topic of sleeping, recently I picked up this, well, it was a couple weeks ago I got this sleeping mask in the mail. It's called a REME, R-E-M-E-E. It's to help facilitate lucid dreaming. What it does is it has these LEDs built into it, and it flashes. It's supposed to have it has this system built into it where it flashes the lights, depending on your choice. You can customize it to whatever pattern and brightness, and when it goes off. You can also set it for a nap mode, and it's supposed to help you lucid dream. It actually hasn't done a single thing for me. I've never noticed the lights blinking when I'm sleeping at all. Only when I'm I wake up a lot when I'm sleeping, and I only ever notice it go off right after I wake up. I'm pretty sure it's not waking me up. It's just that I keep missing the timing or something. I used to be able to lucid dream a lot. There was a time in my life where, before I joined the army, where I was having, at least, I was having like at least one a week, which isn't really a lot. Some people can do it every night, and I really envy that sort of thing, but just, you know, there's not much you can do about that. It's a product of a lot of training. I should really be doing is keeping a sleep journal, but I kind of really haven't been doing that. So, well, here's the basic shape. We're gonna have to find the center. I'm just gonna mark it out here. That's where the double doors are gonna go. And then we're gonna have pistons. I totally forgot how I set the front of this building up. I want to say we had windows here, and then walls like that. So I'm just gonna put temporary walls in until that time comes. So I've already forgotten exactly how this build is supposed to go. What I should have done is pull it up in creative so I could take a look at it while I build. I usually don't build in creative while I'm I mean, when I'm planning a build like this, but this was one of those occasions where I just didn't really know what I was trying to do, so I did it off camera for once. And I went ahead and pulled it up, so I kind of had an idea of what's going on with the front. So I had this going on. Okay, that's simple enough. So around here, I have some glass. I know I made glass. Great. Yes, I totally made glass and then didn't bring it with me. But we are not at a loss considering it's just sand. So let me get some of that. So what was I saying earlier? Oh yeah, about the lucid dreaming. It's something that, like, something pretty simple that I think is like something that is really important to me for like a really satisfied like lifestyle, is to be able to lucid dream. I don't remember what originally got me into doing it. I still remember the first one I had years ago. I was really big into martial arts back then, and I lived in this garage. It was a garage converted into a room, and there was the garage door rails were still up in the room, but the garage door itself was permanently closed. And I used to hang my geese from the rails, and I had this dream one night where where are my stairs? Here. I have them. I had this dream one night where I was in this room and skeletons were hanging from the ceiling. I was like, that's not right. That's me. That's my geese hanging up from the ceiling. And so it was really the first time I ever got to lucid dream. And for a while I used to practice it and keep a dream journal and all the things you're supposed to do to try to improve. But yeah. I didn't manage to keep it up like I wanted to. No, I haven't managed to have any in years, and it really bugs me because they're probably the funnest thing you can have when you're sleeping. And I don't know, my number 2 in life after, I don't know, probably after something else is actually sleeping. So, yeah, if I can improve sleeping in any way, it's definitely going to be. I don't want pains here. It's definitely going to be by doing that. One of my friends got me into watching this movie called Waking Life, which I highly recommend if anybody likes, I don't know, movies that are deep thinking. It's basically a series of vignettes where people talk about different subjects, and the main theme of the story is like the main character is going through all these various dreams, and you never really find out what happened to him, but a lot of people, the middlemost one, it talks about lucid dreaming and different things. But I used to watch and listen to, like, I would just leave it on in the background, that movie all the time, and it used to help me quite a bit in gaining lucidity. Maybe I should do that more often now. So we have the basics here. I'm not going to put in the front entryway until everything else is done. Well, at least I want to have the floor put in. And I gotta remember how far back it should be. I'm gonna take a quick look. So let's see, 5 in from the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is where I'm putting a wall all the way across here, so we can leave do that floor afterwards. But I want to dig out this bit. And I think I also need to go around lighting up the area while I work. I'd rather not be disturbed. Especially by you over there. I don't remember what this bow is, but I love it. It often one-shots everything. Just power 5, it just managed to do enough damage to kill most things if it's a critical, which is pretty often. Just like that. Pretty sure I made this. Yeah, I had to have made this in an anvil. And the guy dropped me a crappy bow. So I thought a lot about how I wanted to do the floor in this building. Oh man, I remember putting in all of this sand. That was a pain. But the floor in this building is going to be a pattern of snow and stone half slabs. I was trying to go for a feeling of an actual, like, grocery store, like what kind of floor, what would the floor look like? And I don't know, for some reason the idea of gray and white, or like white linoleum with gray flecks or something, really is what came to me. I'm gonna have to keep this open up down here so I can install the redstone when that time comes. Throw all this junk in here. Okay, so yeah, back on the subject of lucid dreaming. Coincidentally, Inception is my favorite movie, and that was another movie that helped me go lucid more often. That's probably what got me into it again. I remember though, before I joined the army, when I was lucid dreaming a lot, I remember having a certain dream where this good friend of mine came to me, and I was like, well, I know we're in a dream, so we need to talk to me. I need to talk to me. That's how I put it. Through you, who one of my closest friends. And my question was like, what am I supposed to do? I'd recently gotten out of college, and like, didn't really know what to do. I was really half and half on like, did I want to join the army? Did I want to go to grad school or do something else? Yeah, but I had this weird dream, and I remember walking down the street in front of my house where I grew up, and there were like, I don't remember if they were all dead, but there was a bunch of dead zoo animals, like your African safari type. But I was walking along with my friend, and we just kind of ignored it, and I was like, well, I turned to him, and I just laid it out. I was like, what should I do with my life? And he says, well, you know. And I was like, well, I guess I do. And somehow I woke up, and I was like, well, I guess I do. And I just took that as meaning I should do whatever I wanted, and I joined the army, which it turned out great in the long run. But I don't recommend basing your life choices on talking to yourself in a dream about important life choices like that. But that's how it worked out for me. I don't know why I brought up Inception, other than its fact that it is my favorite movie, and well, that's my favorite movie, and that Waking Life movie I was talking about is my second favorite movie. And I don't know, they're just really good. I wish I had an answer for why. I just like talking about that movie. I watch it every now and then. Just for... I'm not one of those people who watches movies, can watch the same movie over and over and over. Oh man, I forgot my snow. But there are only very few certain movies that I can do that with. I'm definitely gonna have to make some more snow. There are very few movies that I can watch over and over. Growing up as a kid, I could do that with Star Wars, but when Star Wars Episode 1 came out, it was like life-changing in the way that the fact that I really started to dislike where Star Wars was going, and I felt incredibly let down because it was it was really my childhood. The first the episodes 1, 2, and 3 were just so bad, and I actually used to keep up religiously on all the books people would write since the first episodes 4, 5, and 6 came out a long time ago. There's quite a number of books written. Oh, that's perfect almost, because I need to keep this open. I still have to take that out. I'm definitely going to get some more snow. Oh yeah, if when I was setting this all up, there was no highway here, so I put it in, put some ice under it, and I can move nice and slippery like. But I think I'm going to, well, I'm gonna have to get some snow off camera, but I'm gonna continue working here. We still have a little bit left in this episode. I'm definitely not gonna get it done today. But we can get some more done for sure. Yeah, what I was saying about Star Wars is that I used to keep with all the books, and there was a book put out, I want to say like 2000, what would it be, 2003, 4? And like, I don't want to spoil it, but I think if anybody reads those books by now, you're probably going to have gotten to it. But whoever was writing the book decided to kill off Chewbacca, and I was like, well, I think that's kind of, I think these stories are really wanting to an end after decades. And, you know, like Han and Luke and Leia are getting old, and people are actually dying off now. It's time to move on with my life. I actually ended up, I just kind of cut myself from Star Wars entirely, just cut and dry. And I can't say I've seen those movies in a very, very long time. Actually gave away all of my books to someone who wanted to read them fairly recently. So I've never gone back to that. But on the subject, like what I was saying about movies, Inception is one of the ones that I can watch over and over. I used to be able to do that with Anchorman, but I really don't watch that much anymore. There was a point where I could really like I could follow the movie and know every line that would occur. Unfortunately, my wife hates Will Ferrell. I don't know why anyone would hate Will Ferrell, but I guess to each their own. I'll forgive her for that one. Okay. So for the shelving inside this building, I wanted to do the highlights of this building with dark wood, the spruce wood, including the roof, which I might do. I might do the roof right now. For the rest of this episode at least, and then we'll get into doing the wiring and stuff on the next one. This is actually going by a lot quicker than what I had originally conceived. It took me a long time to build this the first time, even in creative, just because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. That's definitely not going to be enough. Let's do this. I don't want to make too many stairs because I'm going to need quite a few for the roof, the top of the roof. I want to do it just flat across. You'll see when I get into it. How did I want to do this? It was okay. What? So we talked about Inception, we talked about Waking Life, Star Wars. Inception is my #1 favorite movie. Star Wars is is now my least favorite series. And Waking Life is #2. I'm not really sure what's beyond that. Kind of movies I like are Equilibrium used to be my favorite movie. If you've never seen Equilibrium, it's set in this dystopian universe, and there's these clerics who use gun kata, which is actually become a pop culture thing since then. I'm so bad with names, but the actor who played the main character in Equilibrium plays Batman in the new series, in the new trilogy, and I'm probably gonna get hate for this, but I just cannot remember his name right now. I'm really bad with names. In real life, I can only learn somebody's name if I say it to learn it about 3 times with them there, so I can match the name to a face. And even after that, if I don't see the person in like a number of months, I will probably forget their name again. I feel really bad about that, but I'm just like, that's just how I roll. I wouldn't like to be so forgetful, but I think I compartmentalize information in such a weird way that people's names just are not of any priority. So this is coming along very well. We have most of the floor in, all the walls, most of the walls done. There's just a couple, this one going across here. A back door needs to go in. I just don't remember where that is exactly yet. Oh man. Okay, we still have plenty of spruce wood. I need to run beams across the building. How should I do that? Because I'm gonna run redstone lamps, but I want to not use spruce, so I can't do that now. I don't think I brought any pine with me, or oak I mean. No. So I'm gonna go get that, and we'll deal with that later. I guess this is a good place as any to end the episode. We have pretty much the bare bones of this building done. There's redstone wiring to complete and shelves to put in, and it's done pretty much after that. The roof, I don't want to put the roof on until everything else is done because I need to run redstone wiring across. But yeah, stay tuned until next time for episode 3 of Building with Sand. If you like this video, hit like and please subscribe. And if you have anything you want me to talk about, I'm willing to talk about almost anything. I will talk about it. Just give me a topic, and we'll see where it goes from there. But until then, thanks for watching.